Bag of Tricks trivia time. Grab your friends and play it online. With Ali and Gina and Taco just for you. It's Bag of Tricks trivia time, and we're feeling alright. Okay, come on, let's play.
All right. Hello. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for our online virtual trivia event, courtesy of the ELA Area Public Library. I'm going to tell you all about how this game works, how the system works online in just a moment. But before I get into any of those details, I want to make sure that everybody out there, if you haven't yet, you take this opportunity to join the online interactive website. So how it works is I'll be asking the questions live here on YouTube. You'll hear and see me as I ask them. But in order to actually participate, to answer the questions and have your answers collected, graded, and see where you finish in this competition, you just need to log in to this site. You can do it from your computer, or it's pretty easy if you want to play from your phone. All you have to do is open up any internet browser and go to the website that you see at the bottom of the screen, crowd.live. Once you're at the site, it's going to ask you for a game code. That's what you see on the screen, the bottom right corner, 121521A. Once you put in that game code, or if you clicked on the link that was on Facebook or on the library site, it's going to take you to the same spot, and it's going to look like this. This is the beginning screen. It's going to ask you for 4 pieces of information. Now, only the first 2 are required. The first one is the most important, where it says enter your nickname. This is what is actually going to be your team name for the evening. This is what's going to show up on the standings boards throughout the game. Secondly is your email address. Now, this is private. This isn't going to be shared with anyone. This is specifically in case for any reason your internet freezes or your browser closes. If you rejoin the game using the same email address, you're going to continue to earn points rather than having to start over from scratch. Last but not least, just for fun, if you'd like to let us know the city and the state that you're playing from, we are right outside of Chicago in Illinois. And I already see that quite a few people are joining us from not far from here, but we have some friends joining us from Florida. Thank you so much for being here and all over the state. Awesome. So click on join, and once you see this screen where it says the game will begin shortly, that is your cue. You're all set. There's nothing else that you need to do. You can just hang tight. We're going to give everybody just a few more minutes to join the site. And in that time, I'm going to tell you exactly how this game works. So, once again, thank you so much for being here. My name is Ali with Baig of Tricks Entertainment. I'll be your host. My wife, Gina, is also here with us. You might have seen a moment ago, Taco, one of the pups in this house, is going to be here with us this evening, although he might be snoozing. But we're all here. We're here to have some fun. I'll be asking the questions, as I mentioned, right here to you live on YouTube. You'll be answering on that interactive website. Tonight's game is general knowledge trivia. So that means questions will come from all sorts of categories like sports, history, music, TV, film, pop culture, all sorts of random things in no particular order. And we're going to have questions of varying difficulties. So we'll have some easy questions, and we're going to have some pretty tough questions. Those are also not going to be in any type of order. So everything's shuffled up tonight. We're going to keep you on your toes. The one thing that every question does have in common tonight is they are multiple choice. And what that means is I'll be asking you the question. Once I start your question timer, rather than having to come up with the answer all on your own, I'm going to have 4 options on the screen. All you have to do is click on the answer that you believe is correct as quickly as you can to earn as many points as possible. Every question is worth up to 150 points if you're correct, but the sooner you lock in your answer, the more points you're going to earn compared to somebody who takes a little bit longer to lock in their answer, even if you both answer correctly. So keep that in mind when you're answering, but be careful because once you click on an answer, you cannot switch to a different answer. If you click on C, you can't switch to B, and vice versa. That's all you really need to know about this. Everything else, if you're still wondering about the actual system, we're going to learn by doing. This very first question is a practice question. And what that means is that this one's not worth any points. It's not going to earn you any points if you're correct. And like every other question tonight, you're not going to lose any points if you're wrong. So I haven't mentioned that yet, but every single question tonight, no matter how difficult it is, you should always take a guess, even if you're not sure, because no matter how wrong you may be, you don't lose any points if you're incorrect. So you never want to leave it blank. If you take a guess, you've got a 1 in 4 shot of guessing the correct answer and getting yourself some points. So that's not going to matter on this first one because no points are up for grabs at all. Question number 1, our practice question. What is the name of your host today? You're answering whichever one you believe to be correct. Is my name Paul, Ringo, John, or Ali? What is the name of your host today? All right. Everybody is in. 4 people said Paul. 3 people said my name might be Ringo. Thank you very much. 7 people correctly said Ali. So great job. If you answered D and this had been a real question, you would have earned yourself some amount of points between 1 and 150 based on how quickly you lock that in. So now we all know how this works. As I mentioned, questions are going to vary in both difficulty and category as we go through this. I will not make you wait all the way till the end of the game, to see the standings. I'll give you updates on those throughout the game as we're doing this. So, with no further ado, question number 2, the first real question of the evening. What potato chip or potato chip brand uses the slogan, "Bet you can't eat just one"? What potato chip uses the slogan, "Bet you can't eat just one"? Is it Ruffles, Pringles, Kettle, or Lay's? Bet you can't eat just one. I'm just seeing the chat here. Hello! We have the ELA library out there. Hey, Stephanie H. Merton Lerney. Hey, Charles Wolf. Good to see you again. Hi, Jason. Control Rogue. What's up? Oh, hey, Kim. What's up? Nice to see you all out there. Thank you again to the library for putting this event on. Very much looking forward to a nice Wednesday night trivia. All right, so we went one of 2 ways, and both of these brands did have very famous slogans. 4 people said Pringles, 10 people said Lay's. Correct answer here, bet you can't eat just one. That is Lay's. Lay's. Pringles was, you remember?
Once you pop, you can't stop.
You got it. Because they had the pop-on lids, remember, on the top? Once you pop, you can't stop. And once you get to the bottom, you can't reach the chips. All right, question number 3. Yeah. In which city, we're talking about Netflix TV shows here, in which city does every Netflix-released Marvel TV show take place? All of the Marvel shows released by Netflix take place in what city? Is it Philadelphia, New York City, Los Angeles, or Chicago? All right. Answers coming in. Don't forget, if you're not sure, maybe you've never watched one of these shows, take a guess. All right, everybody's in. Lots of talk about these shows because some of these actors coming back to reprise these roles now officially. The correct answer here, all of these took place in New York City. like most Marvel things do. New York City. Question number 4. In September, just this past September, what show became the #1 most streamed show of all time on Netflix? So one more Netflix question. In September, what took the spot as the #1 stream show of all time on Netflix? Was it Money Heist, Stranger Things, Bridgerton, or Squid Game? Garfield. There's a Garfield gift for everything, just like there's a Simpsons gift for everything. All right. Everybody's in. We went one of 2 ways on this. 3 people, 20% of you said Stranger Things, 12 people said Squid Game. Right before the correct answer here, Bridgerton did hold this title actually for a couple months, but Squid Game by far about 3 times as many people as the next highest. Good job. Question number 5. We'll do our first look at the standings after we finish this question. One of my favorite holiday films, the fictional town of Bedford Falls. The setting for the film It's a Wonderful Life supposedly existed in what U.S. state? Fake town, but it was set in what real U.S. state? Was it Minnesota, Illinois, New York, or Ohio? Do you know this? Don't say it, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Good job.
Yeah, seriously, Charles.
The Stranger Things kids are going to be in Yeah.
I'll be having weddings.
That's the issue with shows that are centered around casts with kids. And even before COVID shut down, things for a year and a half, it was already tough to get series in if they're supposed to be, growing at a regular age. Everybody's in. We went one of 2 ways once again. 9 people said New York. 6 people said Ohio. The correct answer, Bedford Falls, or what was it, Pottersville, was in New York. New York. Good job. 60% of you got that right. And we're done with question 5, which means we're going to take our first look at the standings. So, on the screen here, currently in first place, we have the Angelicas, Artie and Winnie. In second place, Steffi Starr. Third, The Ferg. Fourth is Scott Farkas. Fifth, I fell watching Mommy kissing Santa Claus. In sixth is Kat. Seventh is Mel. Eighth, Mama Lens. Thanks for that tip, Mama Lens. I saw that. Thank you. Valerie in ninth. Nell in 10th. Tornado Riders in 11th. Merton Lerny in 12th. HT in 13th. We have Laura in 15th. And Teacher in 15th. 14th and 15th. I apologize. Now, don't put too much stock in these standings. We've only done 4 real questions. That first one didn't even count. So, here we go. Lots more points up for grabs. Starting with this question, number 6. In which country of the United Kingdom is the mysterious Stonehenge rock formation located? What country within the United Kingdom are you traveling to see Stonehenge? Is it England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, or Wales? It's like a beautiful day there. Stonehenge. Nice and bustly. All right. Couple seconds left, waiting on a few more. So take a guess if you're not sure. You got a good shot here. And everybody is in. Let's take a look. So 2 people said Wales. 1 person said Northern Ireland. And then we were split. 6 people said Scotland. 7 people said England. And in this case, 7 people were correct. England. Correct answer. Good job. 44% of you got some points. Question number 7 may show up. Here it is. This is a timely one. Looking at a lot of these plants right now. Where does the poinsettia plant originate? from where, don't want to end on a preposition here, from where does the poinsettia originate? What country gave us and still gives us the poinsettia? Is it France, Portugal, Mexico, or Greece? What country do we have to thank for the poinsettia? Speaking of a Simpsons gift for everything, it's one of the only gifts that has poinsettias.
Oh.
All right, couple seconds left. I just noticed the stockings.
Yeah.
Their feet. One person said France, 5 people said Portugal, 10 people said Mexico, and 10 people were correct. Great job. 63% of you got some points here. We're moving on. Question number 8. In April 2021, we had a celebrity death. Legendary rapper DMX passed away. What was DMX's actual given name? What was DMX's real name? Was it Earl Simmons, Dwayne Carter Jr., Sean Carter, or Christopher Wallace? All right. Taco's out.
Suppose he can rest now that I'm home.
I know. His ear still sticks straight up. His little cross feet.
We're gonna have a house
He
full of
looks like
babies.
such a little proper pup. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everybody's in. Let's take a look. 8 people said Earl Simmons. 4 people said Dwayne Carter Jr. 2 people each said Sean Carter and Christopher Wallace. Correct answer. Exactly half of you got this right. Earl Simmons. Earl Simmons, better known as DMX. Great job. Question number 9. Which of the following options is the only Ivy League school located in the state of New Jersey? Which is the only Ivy League school located in the state of New Jersey? Is it Cornell, Dartmouth, Princeton, or Brown?
That wind is howling again.
Yeah, it is windy. I've seen multiple weather alerts to not leave any tied down Christmas decorations out anywhere in the Chicagoland area. We have garbage day is tomorrow, but we don't want to put stuff out tonight. It's gonna get blown away.
Hope we don't lose our Grinch.
Yeah, I'll go chase him down. 1 person said Cornell. 3 people said Dartmouth. 2 people said Brown. 9 people correctly said Princeton. Princeton University. Great job. We'll do one more and then we'll take a look at these standings, see if anything's changed. Question number 10. It's a fun one. Published in 1991, believe it or not. Which of the following options was the subject of the very first For Dummies line of books? Obviously, we've got one of these for everything now. What was the very first subject of the very first For Dummies line of books? Was it auto repair, cooking, chess, or DOS?
Oh my god.
Isn't that crazy?
I would still need that.
Yeah, now we've gone down the rabbit hole of extremely specific For Dummies books.
Yeah.
How to hang level portraits on your wall when you're left-handed, but you're missing a pinky. For Dummies. Oh, wow, this is exactly what I needed.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, everybody's in. Let's see. 5 people said cooking. 1 person said chess. 11 people said DOS, disk operating system. Very popular at the time, but very tough to learn at the time. DOS is the correct answer. Great job. Obviously spawning an empire of dummies. Let's take a look at the standings and see if anything has changed. Currently, in first place, we have had a little change up here. The Ferg up into first place. We still have the Angelicas, Artie, and Winnie in second, and Steffi Star right there in third. Now, if you have not been looking already, make sure you don't just look at the ranking on the left, but make sure you look at the points on the right-hand side as well. That paints a clear picture as to how close the game always is. First and second place only separated by 42 points. Second and third place only separated by about 185 points. Not many separating these, and we've still got 25 questions. So here we go. Question number 11. What is the proper name for a group of rhinoceroses? What is the proper or collective name? What is the correct term used to describe a group of rhinoceroses? Is it a crash, an ambush, a thunder, or a mob? How cute is this little baby rhino, though? His little nubbin.
Adorable.
I love the
Nubbin.
ears. Well, because his horn isn't, you know.
The ears are really cute. Who doesn't love a baby animal?
I know.
Give me a break.
We need to have more rounds of just baby animals. Just baby animal trivia. Get together and look at pictures
Which
of...
baby animals?
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to aw.
All right, everybody's in. Okay, nobody thinks it's an ambush. That's good. It's not. 3 people said mob. 6 people said thunder. And 7 people said crash. Also, most unexpected Best Picture winner at the Oscars. The correct answer is crash. Crash of rhinoceroses. That's one of my favorites. Question number 12. Maybe. All right, here we go. Originally, the tonic water that you most often now see in a gin and tonic contained quinine, which helped 19th century British soldiers treat which disease? That bitter quinine originally helped treating which disease? Was it malaria, tuberculosis, typhoid, or gangrene? All right. Those answers in. Waiting on a couple. All right, let's see what we thought. I don't think we were too sure in any fashion. All right, 2 people said tuberculosis, 3 people said gangrene, 4 people said typhoid, 8 people correctly said malaria. Quinine helping against malaria. Good job. The 47% of you that got some points. Question number 13. All right. Here we go. What was the very first company that used Santa Claus in advertising? Which of these companies was the first to officially use Santa Claus in advertising and marketing? Was it Pepsi, Kodak, Jell-O, or Coca-Cola? All right. We still need to watch Elf.
For the first time.
You've never seen it?
Oh my god, I was joking.
Oh.
The way you said it made it sound like it was for
The first time this year. 3 people said Kodak. 1 person said Jell-O. 13 people think of those nostalgic images of Santa on the Coca-Cola ads. Good job, anybody that put D. All right, question number 14. Which of the following, excuse me, which of the following options is not the name of one of the characters in Disney's 2015 animated film Inside Out? About the human emotions. So which of these emotions listed below was not one of the actual characters in the film? Not one of them. Was it happiness, disgust, fear, or sadness? Which of these is not the name of one of the characters in Inside Out? All right. Couple seconds left. Couple of you thinking about it. Take a guess. All right, let's find out. Let's see what we thought. One person said fear. 6 people said happiness. 10 people said disgust. Slight upset here. The correct answer is happiness. We did have joy. We did have joy. We didn't have happiness. We have disgust, fear, and sadness. We also had anger. Who could forget anger? Question number 15. Here's a fun piece of trivia. In order to make it more appetizing, in 1977, the Patagonian toothfish was rebranded under what other name? What fish are you going to be ordering and then receiving a Patagonian toothfish? Is it the Chilean sea bass, the Gulf kingfish, the Atlantic mackerel, or the Icelandic cod? Patagonian toothfish, rebranded. Now known as what? All right, we're doing pretty well on this one in particular. We know our fish. All right, everybody's in. And this is officially the most correctly answered question that we've had thus far. Great job. The Chilean sea bass. Great job, everybody. That is question 15, which means it's time to look at the standings once again. Let's take a look and see where we're at. First place is still the Ferg, but that lead has closed to only 23 points between first and second. Third place, new person up here. I fell watching Mommy kissing Santa Claus. Everybody else, take a look, see where you're at, and we'll get into the next set of questions here in just a moment. All right, here we go. Question number 16. Question 16. Which of the following cities is quite unique in that it actually spans across 2 different continents? Not many cities do this. Which of these cities spans 2 different continents? Is it Panama City, Valletta, Istanbul, or Jakarta? Which of these cities spans 2 different continents? All right. Oh. Couple seconds left. Get those guesses in if you haven't yet. And let's find out together. It's not the only city that does this in the world, but by far it is the largest. The correct answer is Istanbul, not Constantinople. Great job. The 12 of you that got that right, 71% of you, great job. Question number 17 coming up next. And here it is. Which of the following misspellings actually appears in the inscription on the Liberty Bell, Pennsylvania? The famous Liberty Bell with the crack running down it also has a word misspelled in today's spellings. Which of these is the appropriate misspelling on the Liberty Bell? Is it Pennsylvania, proclaim, liberty, or assembly? Which of these is the correct misspelling on the Liberty Bell? All right. We are not too sure on this one. We're spread all over the place, and a lot of answers came in here at the end. Yeah. 5 people said Pennsylvania, 3 people said proclaim, 5 people said liberty, and 4 people said assembly. Now, again, misspelling in today's language, but at the time, there were about 4 acceptable ways to spell the state. Pennsylvania is the correct answer. This was one of them, with less N's there. Was good at the time, not so much nowadays. So that's how it's spelled on there. Great job. 5 of you got those points. Question number 18. In February of this year, NASA's Perseverance rover landed on Mars, carrying with it a helicopter drone that goes by what name? The first ever helicopter flown on Mars was called what? Was it inspiration, imagination, intuition, or ingenuity? Which of these is the name of that first helicopter? You remember, like, 14 years ago when everyone was getting remote control helicopters for Christmas? It's all you saw. Every electronics store, Radio Shack, Best Buy, when those were things. Everybody had a small helicopter and everybody broke it Christmas morning. They were not too resilient back then. They're much better nowadays, I think. I mean, we have one on Mars. I think the ones we have at home should be good. 3 people said inspiration. 1 person said imagination. 13 people correctly said ingenuity. Great job. Lots of points going out. Question number 19. What does the Q stand for in I put 4 twice, I apologize. What does the Q stand for in Q-tips? So now it's just synonymous with cotton swabs, cotton stick swabs, but Q-tips as a brand name, the Q originally stood for what? Is it quality, quarter, quick, or quilted? Ooh. We're back and forth right now. A couple answers battling. Let's see where we land. All right, everybody's in. And yeah, we went, 2 people said quick, but 6 people said quality. 9 people said quilted. The quilted quicker picker upper, that's bounty. But the correct answer here is quality. Quality tips. Q-tips. Great job. 6 of you got those points. We'll do question 20, and then we'll take a look at those standings. We'll see if anything's changed. Question number 20. A little hockey trivia. The Tampa Bay Lightning defeated which team in the 2021 Stanley Cup Final? So the Tampa Bay Lightning, are the champions, but who did they defeat? Was it the Montreal Canadiens, the Winnipeg Jets, the New York Islanders, or the Vegas Golden Knights? All right. Couple seconds left. You're not a hockey fan, that's okay. Click one of these 4 options. Give yourself a fighting chance. And now let's find out. 2 people said the New York Islanders. 7 people said the Vegas Golden Knights. 8 people said the Montreal Canadiens. 8 people were correct. Great job. A, the correct answer. Let's take a look at the standings after these 20 questions now. Currently in first is still the Ferg. The Angelicas, Artie, and Winnie still right there in second. I fell. Watching Mommy Kissing Santa Claus is actually a little bit closer now to second place. Every single spot is not separated by many points at all. This is a close game. So still a lot of points up for grabs. We have 15 questions left. Once again, maximum of 150 points apiece. Taco is just getting very comfortable. All right. Here we go. Question number 21. Created In 1922, the Newbery Medal is a literary award given for what genre? If you're eligible for a Newbery Medal, you are writing something in what genre? Is it mystery literature, children's literature, historical fiction, or science fiction? The Newbery Medal. All right, all right. Everybody is in, I think, and actually you guys answered really quickly. Maybe this is more common knowledge than I thought, or maybe you are all an exceptionally smart bunch. I'm going to go with B, because B is the correct answer. Children's literature, great job. Almost every single one of you got that right. Question number 22. The dog that portrayed Eddie on Frasier had which name in real life? What was the name of the famous dog seen here? Portrayed Eddie on Frasier. Was the dog's real name Fox, Bull, Moose, or Tiger? All right. Couple seconds left. Get those answers in. All right, everybody is in. Let's take a look at what we thought. Everything was guessed: bull, tiger, fox, but 11 people correctly said moose. Moose was 16 years old. Lived to be 16 years old. Born on Christmas Eve, 1990. The youngest of the litter. I did a lot of research on moose today. All right. Question number 23. Which of the following cities is home to the most Starbucks locations on Earth within one city? So which of the following cities can lay claim to being the city with the most Starbucks within it? Is it New York City, Seoul, Shanghai, or London? Which of these cities can lay claim to having the most Starbucks locations within? All right. Couple seconds left. It's a fun piece of trivia to share around the dinner table on Christmas. Sipping espresso after dinner, maybe. One person said London. 2 people said Seoul, South Korea. 6 people said Shanghai. 8 people said New York City. I don't have a sound effect queued up, but if I did, I'd play it right now because this is an upset. Seoul, South Korea is the correct answer. Only 2 people got that one right. 2 people out of 17 total answers. Great job. Yeah, Seoul, South Korea has by far the most locations of Starbucks in one city. So great job, those of you that put B. Question number 24. Named after an Australian Aboriginal word that translates to mean no water, which of the following animals rarely ever takes a drink of water? Which of these following animals is named after a word that literally translates to no water because it rarely, if ever, drinks water? Is it gazelle, tortoise, camel, or koala? All right. Looks like we are split down the middle here. Everybody answered quickly, which means everybody's confident. But we went one of 2 ways, which means half of you are confidently incorrect. But that's good. Confidence is good. Let's take a look. 7 people said camel. 10 people said koala. The correct answer is koala. Koala, not actually a bear, koala bear. Great job. 10 of you got that right. Question 25. Which song of the 4 listed below, so we've narrowed it down, which song from a Disney ride has been called the most played song of all time by Time Magazine? According to their studies, their calculations, which of these following songs is the most played song of all time? Is it Yo Ho, A Pirate's Life for Me, It's a Small World, Grim Grinning Ghosts, or Zippity Doo Dah? Which of these is the most played song of all time? All right. Everybody is in, and we almost had a perfect answer here. The correct answer is It's a Small World, after all. Sorry. That's question 25, which means it's time for a standings update. And I will say, pay attention here, because I'm not going to give you another standings update until we declare the final standings at the end. So let's take a look. Let's see where we're at and how close this battle is. And we have had some movement at the top of the board now. The Angelicas, Artie, and Winnie currently in first. We have the Ferg still right there in second. And I fell watching Mommy Kissing Santa Claus right there in third. Kat not far out in fourth. Steffi Star in fifth. Sarah right there in sixth. Like I said, 10 questions left. So 1,500 points still up for grabs. Here we go. Oh, let's have some extra. There we go. Question number 26. Is the next question. Here it is. Which nation claims to have created eggnog? Very popular right now. Which nation claims to have created the drink eggnog? Was it Germany, England, Peru, or Japan? Which of these countries created eggnog? All right. I'm a big eggnog fan. But I think it's because it's only around for a couple of months. I think if eggnog was around all the time, I don't think it'd be as popular. But we're not here to talk about eggnog all night. 5 people said Germany. 9 people said England. 1 person said Peru. 2 people said Japan. The correct answer here is England. Good job. Those of you that put B got the points. Question 27 coming up. All right, question 27. What is the second most populous city in New York State? So it's a given here. New York City is the most populated city, in New York State. But which city is the second most populated in New York State? Is it Rochester, Syracuse, Buffalo, or Albany? Which of these is the second most populated city in New York State? Stephanie, I agree. I don't know where like the list of the top contributions from each country. I think eggnog should be the top of England's. I'm sure they've done some other stuff, probably. But eggnog. 2 people said Rochester. 3 people said Syracuse. 6 people said Buffalo Wings. 5 people said the capital of Albany. The correct answer is Buffalo. Buffalo is actually second. And then Rochester, so don't feel bad if you put that. Question number 28. In 1997, basketball star Larry Bird switched over, started his coaching career, became the head coach of what NBA team? When Larry Bird started coaching, became the head coach of what NBA team? Was it the Indiana Pacers, the Orlando Magic, the Detroit Pistons, or the Atlanta Hawks? All right, everybody's in. Let's see how well we knew his career post playing. 3 people said the Detroit Pistons. 14 people said the Indiana Pacers. Really? That's good. 14 people were correct. Good job. You got the points. Question number 29. Only a couple questions left. 6 questions left. Let's get it. In 2013's hit film Frozen, what is the name of the giant snow monster briefly seen in this GIF that Elsa creates to protect her? What is the name of the giant snow monster? Not the snowman here. What is the name of the giant snow monster in Frozen? Is it Snowflake, Snow Cone, Ice Pop, or Marshmallow? Snowflake, Snow Cone, Ice Pop, or Marshmallow? What is the correct name? That giant snow monster. All right. What's the feeling out there on Frozen 2? How do we feel Frozen versus Frozen 2? I just saw Frozen 2 for the first time last year, or early this year. But I'd like to know what you guys thought. 1 person said snow cone. 4 people said ice pop. 12 people said marshmallow, which is the correct answer. The only one that had nothing to do with any kind of ice or snow, marshmallow. Question 30. All right, question number 30. The generic supermarket brand Kirkland Signature belongs to which major retailer? Kirkland. Is it Kroger, Walmart, Costco, or Sam's Club? Kirkland Signature belonging to which major retailer? All right. Apparently we are all doing our best to save some money. We've all joined the exclusive membership only Costco. Good job. Everybody got it. 100% of you. Question number 31. Only a couple questions left. Here we go. 31. Adele returned with a new album in late 2021. Which of these is not one of her age-themed studio album titles? 4 options. 3 of these are albums released by Adele. Which is not real? Is it 19, 21, 25, or 29? Which of these is not an actual Adele album? All right. All right, everybody is in. 4 people said 19, 2 people said 21, 10 people correctly said 29. I believe her newest is called 30. She skipped 29 there. Question 32. The character Fanny Bright. Fanny Bright is a name you might mention if you are singing which Christmas carol? What song are you singing if you are singing about Fanny Bright? Is it Deck the Halls, Silver Bells, Silent Night, or Jingle Bells? What are we singing if we're singing about Fanny Bright? right. Answers trickling in here. Not super confident across the board. Let's take a look. 4 people said Deck the Halls. 3 people said Silent Night. 9 people correctly said what didn't even start as a Christmas Carol, Jingle Bells. Correct answer, I believe, in the second verse. If you ever sing that one, and we talk about Fanny Bright. Question 33. Question 33. Which Batman movie, live-action Batman movie, starred George Clooney due to Val Kilmer exiting the role to instead star in the classic The Island of Dr. Moreau? Which film did George Clooney take over the role with? Was it Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman Begins, or Batman and Robin? The Island of Dr. Moreau. I would have forgotten that existed until I came across this fact. All right. Seems like we're just torn. All right. Everybody's in. Everything was guessed. 1 person said Batman Begins. 2 people said Batman Forever. 5 people said Batman Returns. 9 people said Batman and Robin with Chris O'Donnell and I believe Alicia Silverstone. 9 people were correct. Batman and Robin. Question 34. Only 3 questions left. In the 2003 film Elf, what is the occupation of Buddy's father, Walter Hobbs? Is he a CEO, a mayor, a publisher, or a banker? What did good old Papa Hobbs do? All right. Everybody's in. No big struggles here. A couple people said banker, CEO. 13 of you correctly said he didn't care about leaving 2 pages out of a book because he's a publisher. Good job. Question number 35. Only 2 left. Gingerbread houses, as we know them now, were inspired by which popular fairy tale? Gingerbread houses came to be being inspired by which popular fairy tale? Was it 3 Little Pigs, Goldilocks, Red Riding Hood, or Hansel and Gretel? This is an accurate portrayal of me trying to make a gingerbread house. I always start with such high hopes and ambition, and 30 minutes into it, when nothing is standing up, and I'm out of icing, this is what I look like. Everybody's in. Nobody struggled. Every single person got it. Good job. Hansel and Gretel. All right, final question. Number 36. During World War II, Hostess Twinkies changed their filling to vanilla. From which original flavor? Was it cherry, banana, chocolate, or strawberry? What flavor were Twinkies originally before being changed to what we now know, the vanilla flavoring of the cream? Or cream-based filling. I bet you can't call it cream. It's like you can't call some ice cream. Not a lot of milk. We're not going to go down that hole right now. 1 person said cherry, 1 person said chocolate, 2 people said strawberry, and 13 people said banana, which is correct. Good job, banana. Yeah, very popular flavor, but I think it was some World War II flavoring issues. We went to vanilla and just never went back. So, great job, everybody. Congratulations. You made it all the way through our General Knowledge Trivia Challenge. Thank you so much once again to the ELA Area Public Library for putting on tonight's event. Thank you to anybody that had a hand behind the scenes, Valerie or anybody else putting this on. We really appreciate you guys thinking outside of the box and putting on some online trivia with us. Great way to get together, especially as the weather is starting to get absolutely horrible outside. So with that said, I just hope you guys had as much fun tonight participating as I've had hosting for you. And whether you finish in first or last, what really matters is that you had fun. But I know we want to know. So let's find out. At the end of this game, our final standings. In first place, we have the Angelicas, Artie and Winnie. Congratulations. First place, 3,844 points. The Ferg finishing strong in second. And Hasera, the Valiant Rise, up into third place. Congratulations. 3,494. Great job, everybody. Again, wherever you finished on the board, it's not important. All that matters is that you had fun. So from me, from Taco, the whole gang here at Baig Tricks, thank you so much for being here. And until next time, be safe, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. See you for more trivia soon.